Alright, so starting off, Ricky, what are some activities you like to partake in? Like, what hobbies do you have?
Okay, my hobbies are skateboarding, snowboarding, and surfing. And I think skateboarding is my favorite one.
Your favorite one? Alright. And what do you think makes skateboarding like your top hobby out of all of them?
Well, it makes my top hobby because it's the only one I could do right now, really, because there's no ocean nearby. I can only surf in the summer, and snowboarding is only in the winter, so I just skate most of the time.
Definitely. And alright, so how long have you been skateboarding?
Since I was in 7th grade.
Since you were in 7th grade? Alright. Let's see. So like, starting from the beginning, what got you? Why'd you start skateboarding in the first place?
So my friend Nate, he was an 8th grader, and he was skateboarding, and I thought it was really cool. So I guess I tried it because it looked cool because of him.
Yeah. All right. So you started skateboarding because you wanted to look cool and I guess top your friend in a sense. But after all these years, you stuck with it. And like, what exactly kept you motivated to keep skateboarding after all these years?
Well, my friends were 8th graders, and like I was only a 7th grader, so they were like gods to me. And I looked up to them, and they're really good at skating, so I wanted to be as good as them.
Right, definitely. So like you would like look up to them, and you'd like kind of compete with them, right? All right, awesome. So like that competitiveness kind of drove you to keep skateboarding and really like progress. All right. And how about like now? Do you still hang out with that same group of friends?
Well, those friends, they stopped skating, but I made new friends at the skate park because everyone at skate park get along together, and they happen to go to my school, so we're like best friends right now.
Awesome. And like, do you feel as if having like that same interest of skateboarding, do you think it really helped you to connect with those people and like become great friends with them even outside of skateboarding?
Definitely, because like from talking about skating, we'll go off topic and like talk about something else and just go on from there and grow our friendship.
Awesome. So even like through skateboarding, it's not just about skateboarding, it's also about making friends, right?
Yeah, everything else.
All right, awesome. And like, speaking of like the skateboarding community, like how would you describe it?
I would describe it as like a friendly group, and like we're all just like a happy family.
Awesome. So you said that you see it as a family. Like, could you like elaborate a little more, like why it's like a family?
Well, everyone gets along together, and like if someone like lands a trick, we all hype each other up because it's motivational and it's cool to.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and right, it's like what kind of values do you see that all skateboarders somewhat share?
Well, the value share is like no one could like succeed in their first try, so we always like fail, and then we succeed, and that's like the best feeling ever. I think that's why everyone skates.
Awesome. So you feel like the reward of landing that trick finally after attempting it for so long definitely makes all the pain, all the falling worth it?
Yeah, it makes it worth it because like it's the best feeling ever, and like you get to roll away from something hard.
Definitely. And do you think also that aspect of hyping each other up, do you think that really like brings up the spirits of everyone and like just really pushes them to keep progressing and feeling that feeling over and over again?
Yeah, I think it pushes them because like in your mind you're like, I have to land it for them, and like you just have to do it.
Awesome, yeah. So it's like not just you, it's just about like it branches out from you, huh? So it's just like trying to like also impress them and like impress yourself.
Yeah, and like you can't let them down, so like you just have to commit.
Alright, awesome. Let's see. Alright, now like what kind of values have you learned like through skateboarding that you think you could apply to like your life in general?
Well, in life, like you can't like succeed in one try, so like even on a test, if you fail, like you could come back for another test and make it better and get 100 maybe.
Awesome. So like that whole sense of like perseverance.
Yeah.
Alright, now like for an outsider, someone who's not part of the skateboarding community, how do you think they see the community as a whole as opposed to like how you see it being part of it?
Well, the stereotype of like a skater would be like a pothead, so they probably think we're just like bums and just like crackheads.
Yeah. Now how do you see it being part of it?
Well, I see it as like a family almost. Like we're never negative, we're always just like peaceful and positive.
Awesome, awesome. And so do you think that anyone can join the skateboarding community? Like, would you find the skateboarding community welcome? And if so, like, what allows them to welcome people in? Like, what do they see in people that people must have for them to join them?
Well, I think anyone could just like skate and just like roll around, but if you like want to do tricks and stuff, I think you should have like some sort of like balance.
Okay. All right, and how about like for like them to join the community, be part of that family? Like, what do you think people must have?
I think so. There's like this one rule like skaters don't like. It's called snaking, and like if like someone goes in front of you, like when you're going somewhere, like you get cut off. Like that's like a no-go in skateboarding. So if you just don't do that, I think you're welcome.
Okay, so like you just mentioned like a rule of skateboarding of like some sort. What other rules are there in the skateboarding community what other rules are there?
I don't think there's any rules, but like there's some like just must not to do or whatever. Like if there's like a rail and like if you wanted to like wax it, like you should ask someone or like just wax your board, not the object you're gonna skate.
Yeah.
Or like just don't sit on the objects that people are trying to skate or something.
Yeah, cool. So just kind of like common sense things,
Yeah.
like respectful things, you know?
Yeah.
Right, definitely. Now, like, so a lot of people wouldn't really understand what you meant by waxing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like in the skateboarding community, you guys kind of have like your own language
Yeah, definitely.
that other people outside of it would not understand?
Yeah, I think in every hobby or some sort, it has its own language.
Right. Like, could you give us some examples of words some people wouldn't understand?
Or like in skating, like waxing is like when you like wax something like to make it more slidable and grindable.
How about like another name for a trick? Do all skaters know, but that someone would not understand?
Oh, there's one. It's called 360 flip, but like we're too lazy to say 360, so we just say tray flip.
Okay. Could you demonstrate what that trick would look like?
So your board's doing a 360 in like every direction, so your board's going like that and flipping at the same time, so like it'll go like that.
Alright, thank you. Yeah. So, do you think that would definitely be confusing to someone who does not skateboard?
Yeah, probably.
And do you like see any flaws like in the community, like even like just from local parks, that like some people would definitely like be ashamed of? Do you think?
Oh, I think some skaters like they don't care about anything, so like they'll probably litter and just leave trash and everything behind.
Alright, definitely. And like, alright, Ricky, thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck in your skateboarding career.